Hi, hi, Hex.
What up?
What up? We're starting a little early today. Just kind of having a us day. Kind of need to do some brainstorming on what to do with this podcast. But anyways, welcome to everybody to Golden Shower Sunday stream for December 3rd. I am Forest Mommy, and joining me is Hex.
Oh, and it's already December. Can you believe it?
No, this year is gone. It is literally over. We're done with it. Like
Yeah, well,
crazy.
it's 20 next year's an election year, so it's gonna be a huge shit show. So everyone prepare.
Maybe that was why I had to go through what I went through this year was to help prepare me for like next year just being so crazy. And I'll just be like, nothing. I'm good. Hey, A-Dubs.
Hey Dubs.
Oh, yeah. So how's your week been? Oh, 2 weeks because we didn't do one last week.
Oh yeah. Fuck damn. I've lost track of time. No, it was great. So last week, well, I guess the week before last technically, I was in Arizona visiting my dad for Thanksgiving. That was a little bit of a crazy story because the plan initially was we were going to spend it in Vegas instead of Phoenix this year. But the first change came when the Airbnb they booked, whoever runs it, if they were to book one more night, it would have gone up to like 2 grand. And neither my dad nor stepmother wanted to pay that, which I completely get. So then the plan turned into we'll fly into Phoenix, then drive up to Vegas, which I was cool with because I wanted to see Hoover Dam on the way there anyway. I was like, all right, cool, perfect. Then my dad gets offered a job doing security down by the U.S. Mexico border. He just like got offered it out of nowhere, and he took it because they were paying him like 32 to 3,500 a week.
And he's ex law enforcement, anyways, right? It's
Yep,
kind of up his alley.
yep. So he ended up taking the job. He moved like 3 hours away from Phoenix down in Douglas, which is a border town. So then the plan turned into we'll fly into Phoenix. We stayed at a hotel the night we got in. Then the next day we just kind of did whatever. Like
UCC.
um we hung out at this outlet mall that's in like Chandler, which is kind of like a suburb of Phoenix. We hung out there for a little bit. Then we hung out at my stepmother's friend's house for a little bit, and then her daughter came. We all drove down to Douglas. So it was just kind of all over the place, but I still enjoyed it regardless. Nice to get away. I did get to meet a Twitter mutual while there though, so that was cool. Shout
Oh
out,
yeah, that's right. I was
shout
following him.
out Jesse McFarland. I don't know if you watched the show, but regardless, what up? It was nice to meet you finally. Um, but then came back Friday, and since I've been back, it's just been same old work, go home, work, go home. You know,
Same old, same old. Yeah, it is kind of like annoying when you travel somewhere and then you're like, okay, I'm doing the same thing I could be just doing at home when you're just like waiting, hanging out at someone's house or whatever. But it's
yeah.
still good to get away.
And I told him, I'm saying, look, I get it. They're paying you a lot of money, but you knew we had plans for Thanksgiving, dog.
Yeah, maybe it could have been smoothed out before y'all flew down there and stuff. I don't know. Hey, Toxic Fox 6. Hey, OGJC 5280. I know he is somewhat. I always get three. There's almost always three thumbs down on all the Rumble videos now. It's like it's got to be the same, either the same person with three accounts or the same three people every time. Every
No,
time.
no, whoever you are, I don't know whether to be glad or just to tell you to get a life because
Yeah.
why are you hate watching? I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Hate watches and hate follows, man. They're just like, I always kind of dealt with them here and there, but then like sometimes it's just like, why? Why were you following me? There's voluntary association, losers. I have nothing to do. Like, why were you even following me? They'll come out. That's when someone will just like lose their shit on me, and I'm like, bro, I mean, if you haven't liked me, why have you followed me? Thanks, toxic. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Thanksgiving out here was pretty. I think I caught a little bit of a cold, but I just felt sick one day, achy, and then I felt fine the next day. But we just went to Mr. Forest Mommy's for the day of, and then on Saturday I got to see my sister. We went down to the family property, which growing up is where I spent all my Thanksgiving, so it's kind of fun there. But it sucks when there's like people who are normally would be there aren't there. That's always feels weird, but I'm like, that's life, baby.
Yep.
Things change.
Do whatever else.
Appreciate the memories while you're making them, and
yep.
This is how it goes. What went on? What went on in the news today? Has anything been happening in the world?
Yeah, there's a boxing match in the Middle East.
There was a boxing match?
Yeah, between Israel and Palestine.
Oh, that because they really did do an MMA fight in like Dubai or Turkey a couple weeks back. So I was like, oh, they had another one? They're like, oh no. Literally, it's Israel and Palestine again. Oh, be careful. Be careful how you criticize and who you criticize here. Just kidding.
No. That's probably how they should resolve the conflict. Everyone just get in the MMA ring. Whoever wins the Holy Land.
They really should. That would be a lot more. I'd appreciate it. I was like, where are they always getting all these weapons from and all that? Like, if Hamas and Gaza is just this tiny little thing, how do they have missiles? And you know what I mean? It's just like, it's such a mess. And it's all the government's fault. It's the government's fault. Israel government or Hamas or whoever's treated as government. And I don't even know what to which numbers to follow, whichever things to believe. Because yesterday I saw like 8,000 Gaza children have been killed. It's like
I've been hearing all kinds of wild things about that conflict.
All I know is I don't want my taxpayer dollars supporting it, but too bad. Bad.
I don't want to see innocent people die, but.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then all these crazy huge protests over it. Which trust me, I get. I'm not on one side or the other. I know the conservatives would hang me on a cross right now, but anyway. Yeah, exactly. They'll find a reason. But where are these protesters coming from? And the funny part is, so these protesters are all the same protesters who are the same protesters every time. Yep. And it's like these people, okay, they're protesting the Israel government. Did they know that the Israel government was forcing vaccines on people? Did they protest them then? No, because that was okay. That was okay to force vaccines on people. And now they're coming out, and it's just weird. It's like they don't even know. A-dubs. WWJB, who would Jesus bomb? He'd probably bomb all the motherfuckers if remember he flipped the tables on the
money changers in the church. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what he'd probably do again. He just came back. He's just like, I'm not dealing with your shit again.
Yeah. Just like I came back and it's rapture time, bitches. You're getting your payback. Bomb everybody. Oh. And I don't know what you do, and I'm sure what'll happen is it'll just kind of calm down again and slowly go away, and then in another 5 to 10 years they'll have another conflict.
Yep.
And it'll be everybody's. It'll be the biggest, most important thing, and Ben Shapiro will be telling us to get vaccines again and calling us anti-Semites.
Being a raging Jew.
Did you see where Ben Shapiro wouldn't say Dave Smith's name?
Yeah, it's like Dave Smith, he who shall not be named. Like it's Lord Voldemort or some shit. Like, bro, come on.
Come on. Everyone knows who he is. Even as he's got haters like crazy. And so then I'm like, okay, I know he should rebrand to the Raging Jew. Hey, Phubs.
You said
Like,
what?
I know Ben was probably trying to just pull an alpha move, and be a dick. But then also it's like, did he decide that, or or is Dave somebody that like the higher ups in the tribe are like, well, he kind of goes against us sometimes, so it's like I never know,
Yeah,
like,
and Dave Smith himself is a Jew, so
yeah,
he isn't like all in on Zionism and shit like that. So I would imagine he's on someone's shit list.
yeah. Because I don't even believe. Like, I'm sorry, but Ben Shapiro did not get there organically and on his own. Like, and if he did, what a sad work. I mean, even watching old videos of him, he looks like a fucking 12-year-old. First of all, he's like, you talk like this and blah 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 blah. If you don't do what I say, then you're wrong. You're totally wrong.
His whole shtick is just owning college kids who don't know shit about shit, and then put someone who does know a thing or two in front of them.
Yeah, which you would never do.
Right.
Hold on, I want to show a funny picture. Yeah, it's just goofy. Like, we know what these people are. We know what's up. I just don't get who still listens to him and is like, yeah, Ben Shapiro is a voice of reason that we should, especially after the vaccine stuff, because he never said sorry for that, or
Nope.
I was wrong, or he kind of did. He was like, well, I listened to what they said. It was like, you idiot, we were telling everyone not to listen. Like,
and we ended up being right.
Yeah, that's like, that makes it worse. It's like, do you understand how that makes it worse? It's wild. I don't know. Somebody, oh, here we go. Somebody photoshopped a picture of Dave Smith that was funny with this whole thing. Here we go. Share screen for Ben. He says Ben needs heels before he acts tough. It's funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Silly. Yeah, and I'm sure, like, although it is funny because I'm sure Dave Smith gatekeeps people sometimes too. So it's kind of funny. Like, he got stupid Ben Shapiro tries to gatekeep you. Too funny. And that's what Jesse Kelly came after me that one time too. All my whole post was just saying, hey, they gatekeep libertarians. And then I was a nightmare lunatic for pointing that out. And I'm like, look, they're even trying to gatekeep Dave Smith, for fuck's sake. Like, right. It's true.
Freaking dorks. And what's that old George Carlin saying? It's a big club and you ain't in it.
Yeah. And there's like all these other clubs that we all ain't in either, like all these different levels of clubs. And
or
even like Candace Owens, there's all this controversy about shit she did. And I'm like, well, then how could she still be on? Like, it's just weird how all these people are considered talking heads to listen to. And I'm like, but they all have like shit in their past.
Yeah, it's odd. It really is odd. I don't know.
It's like, what makes somebody finally be like, I guess people like us, we just like, we have, people we like to listen to and stuff, but it's just really easy to be like, yeah, I don't like let them tell me what to think or do,
Right.
It's just really easy. I've blocked all of Trad Connie on Twitter. I've had Ben Shapiro blocked forever. Like, I've had all these people blocked forever.
They're just, a lot of them are just as insufferable as the degenerate left.
Yeah. Half of the conservative ones, they'll share something naughty, and I'm like, you're sharing it because you think it's naughty, but you're acting like, oh, I'm so appalled by this. I'm like, you're looking at it just the same. Like,
whatever happened to just keep scrolling? Like, I don't understand this phenomenon where people, they see something crazy and then their first instinct is, let me share it with everyone. And nobody wants to see this nonsense. What are you doing?
Yeah. That's how it works. That's how it gets spread so much. It's like, you can just not, like, the whole thing. People still are engaging Pearl or getting, like, reading what she writes. I'm like, you guys can just not look if it makes you mad. Like, let the dumb bitch burn out. You don't have to like be there. It's just funny. And then everyone shares it. And I'm like, I don't want to hear what these idiots have to say. I want to hear what good people have to say. But people share negative things more. A-dubs. And his sister's boobas can feed 12.
We got mommy milkers on that one.
She'll be that would be a hilarious like photo if someone did like the last dinner where it's like Jesus and all the apostles, but it's just Abby Shapiro with their big boobs. Oh, how funny, folks. Pearl can actually act tough, unlike Ben. There's some people saying she could be like a trans too, and I'm like, very well. Who even knows anymore?
Who knows and who cares?
Who knows? It's like, yeah, if you don't like what they say, why do you keep reading it day after day? They're not gonna not say something you do like all of a sudden.
Right.
Silly. Everything's just silly. No one's got any self-control. Oops. Did you see the other night for Scissor Me Timbers, Kate from Australia was on. I don't know if you saw it.
Australia. Why do I feel like I know that?
Lady Liberty, and she's into guns, but she's in Australia. So kind of hard.
I bet if I saw her, I'd probably know who she was.
Yeah.
Probably know.
Yeah, you would. She's been on Twitter. Well, I want to play. This still has me fucking cracking up while we're still kind of on the topic of the Jews in the Middle East. Let me see. Okay, pause this. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Thanks for everyone for who is watching. Thank you. Oh no, I didn't, Phobes. You should DM me it or something on Twitter. I'll pull it up.
The reply I got from Twitter from my second account. They're still brazen. Elon has zero control.
Mr. Free Speech. And I'm like, people are still like, because even after, he said last night, he said the whole like, where he's like, go fuck yourself and shit. So he acts like it, but then I'm like, but people are still banned. I mean, Armed Ape is still banned. Phobes it's
Free Ape.
Oh, you're banned completely, Phobes. Oh damn. All right. Let's see. Oh, I gotta make sure the sound is on. Hold on. Gotta do that again. It is nice to have a producer, but I'm smart enough to do this stuff too.
Yeah, shout out to Paul, who is not with us today.
Yeah. All right.
By the way, Gemini was named after his education level.
You got your titty in your baby's mouth on YouTube, huh?
It's easy to rhyme when you just rhyme with the same word,
Now you got it monetized because you're allowed to show the nipple, huh? You make sexual moves and mimic sex acts, huh? You criticizing Israel, huh? You feel the Palestinians got a viable gripe, huh?
You think vaccines aren't safe, huh?
You think the IDF shouldn't be shooting children in hospitals, huh?
Elon Musk is Israeli-controlled opposition, huh?
Calling them and he bent the knee, huh?
Why did they leave those bullets in the crib, huh?
As soon as Green Black got on the phone, he shut his fucking mouth, huh? Started tweeting about space rockets again, huh?
GM was going to cancel all their advertising, huh?
Apple pulled $100 billion, huh? They found out who he can't criticize, huh?
The SEC is investigating Tesla again, huh?
You getting called anti-Semitic because you don't support the military-industrial complex, huh?
They get mad at you when you start noticing, huh?
But then you can't stop noticing, huh? Israel didn't even exist before 1947, huh? Get playing, huh? They bombed the USS Liberty. You're not allowed to bring it up, huh? Their motto is through deceit thou shalt make war, huh?
There's no such thing as a former Mossad agent, huh?
2% of the population, 50% of Congress, huh?
They don't have to file as registered agents, huh? Rumble Creator Insider. We'll take care of it.
Yeah. He did that paper chase. The Middle East on fire. They want to hate. So you control all the banks. They bombing hospitals. You can't send Owen Schroyer a book. Huh? Alex Rosen, one of the only good ones. Huh?
20 years for a peaceful protest. Hero cop getting stabbed in prison. Oh, fuck.
Based juvenile rules.
Oh, it's too. They were just riffing that on like one of their live streams, and then their somebody like mixed it a little bit to go with the actual song, and it worked so good.
Fucking
Cracking up. Oh, they're so funny. I really enjoy their show just because it's not libertarian. It's not all politics. You know what I mean? So it's
having fun, cracking jokes.
yeah. And it's based in like, but I mean, obviously we all pretty much agree. Okay, Discord, I saw that. Let's see here. This is all he got. This is what Phobes got. So this was his second account, I think, and he was appealing it. Your account was suspended due to multiple or repeat violations of the Twitter rules. This account will not be restored. This case will now be closed and replies not be monitored. Okay, Elon. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Does he really have control of Twitter? Let's be honest.
Yeah. It's so hard. Even like Mr. Forceman gets mad at me because like after he said go fuck yourself. And I was like, yeah, but he was also in Israel and you know he's like he got all mad at me and I'm like, well, you know, sometimes
Well, even if he's not in control, he doesn't really give a fuck about the little guy. It's hard to
no.
mistakes.
That is Phobes. Paul's here. Paul, you can come on screen if you want.
Sorry, I know I'm late and gay.
You did fine. It was fine. I told you, you never have to be here.
Oh, you don't want me here? I'll leave.
Did you do what you had to do? What was it with your dad or something
The
today?
fucking claim last night on the phone got denied this morning. I got my dad's phone working. I found a snowblower I wanted to buy. Called the guy. He lives right down the road from me. I went to pick it up, and it was running, but it had a leak in the fuel line. He's like, let's replace the end of the line real quick. Once you replace the end of the line, the snowblower didn't work. So it was like, he's gonna work on it, and then I'm gonna buy it. It's just been a weird morning. Apologize.
No. I did the entrance. I did that all good. I just played Royce and Marsha's juvenile little rap that someone put together. So yeah, and me and Hex were talking about maybe for this show, like every other week will be a guest, and then the other weeks will be just like us, and maybe we'll watch shit and like go like comment on shit, whatever. It's just hard to get to book people every week.
I like doing solo shows with like me and Doug. Like having guests are fun, but I do like doing the solo shows.
Yeah, there's something to it. I mean, me and Hex used to do them for hours and hours.
Hours.
Okay, how late were you up with Cool Frog? Ended up going to bed.
We did 2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours on the spot. It was good. Good episode.
Yeah, I like how you kept talking and then you're like, sorry. It was like I mean, you weren't being like Doug. Doug's totally different, but it's just funny. Like, no. I'm the one talking. Hey, Cool Frog. Speak of the
Cool
devil.
Frog's here. Yeah, A-Dubs was there last night. Hey, OG, what's up? Hey, Big Hands. How you doing, girl?
Big hands.
Big Hands. Big Hands was on Amit's podcast this past week.
Great. It was a great episode.
Big Hands has the coolest glasses in the world. I just know that.
Let's go, Frog. You mean Mountain Alan Moore?
He does kind of look like that, doesn't he?
Alan Moore's got frizzy hair. I think he looks like Rasputin.
Yeah,
Frog is watching this like, fuck all you guys.
Rasputin better. Hey, I'm Gabriel. That was good. By the way, the election night party's gotten like the most views on YouTube in a long time. So like, good job for doing that. Thank you.
The election stream did good on Rumble, on our channel on Rumble too.
Oh, that's interesting.
That was a good little cross-platform thing. I like that
Yeah.
we did it.
What are your plans going on? What's your plans for Christmas? Oh yeah, you're not doing a group Christmas show, right?
No, we are doing a group Christmas.
Oh.
I don't know where you got that idea. You're invited. Hex, you're
Oh
invited.
yeah, you're doing group Christmas, but then your actual show is you're going over one of your first episodes.
That's the 100th episode.
Yeah, okay. That's
So let me look at a calendar. We got the 9th is 97, 98 is the 16th, 99 is the Christmas show. So that'll be the 23rd is the Christmas show. I
okay.
think. Let me look on Doug's Twitter. He's got all the
That's
shit
better.
laid out. And then the 100th episode is New Year's, which subsequently will also be our 2-year anniversary. Because we've only missed 2 shows in 2 years, and that was when I took my leave of absence after last 4th of July for mental health break because I was tired of dealing with y'all.
I know I push you so hard.
You don't. Hex, fucking slave driver.
Call it vengeance. No, I'm kidding.
December 30th is the 100th episode. 23rd is, he's calling it Fellowship of the FMU Christmas Special. He had to go extra gay with it.
Right.
That's the 23rd time.
Folks,
Is
come
it
on, Paul,
regular
don't act like a
time?
woman. Yeah, it's gonna be regular time. I'm sure we'll drink and be merry, and it'll become a fucking fuck show off the rails really quick. We got Shannon coming on next week, and we got Intellectual Dark Web the following week, which I'm really excited for.
Oh wow, nice.
Who's on the following week?
Intellectual
Dark Web.
Oh, I love her. Yes.
And then we also got next month, we got Leighton Radner, who you've had on. We got Johnny the Wop also, Cool Frog, and Big Hands. I know we have more people booked than that, but that's just the most recent thing Doug has out. I don't do booking for our show. Booking's stupid.
Yeah, so you get it. Hey, Recon Jake.
Yeah.
That's what you're on Big Hands.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped about Big Hands, and we've had a string of good episodes the last couple weeks. I think T-Sweeze was like a definite change in the tone of our show. Why, I don't know, but it was. He was a great guest. And then we had Divinity on last week. Divinity was fucking awesome. And then we did a solo show last night. And I love doing the solo shows, especially when I was on the phone with the insurance company. And
Yeah, I was
didn't have
going
to
to
do
say, even
shit.
with that, it was good.
Yeah, I didn't have to do dick, and it was fantastic. And Doug was just sitting there drowning.
And then I love how he got, after 40 minutes, he started panicking. He's like, oh my God, I'm panicking now. I don't know what to do. It's like, Doug, you're fine.
And I'm just sitting there on hold listening, just smiling the whole time.
What's up, Kamikaze? Oh, Sam. We got Sam over in Rumble. Hi,
Holy shit,
Sam.
Accelerate's in Rumble chat. What's up, Accelerate? Glad to see you, bud.
Never see that, do we?
I always forget to bring it up because that's where most of the chat usually is, and I always forget to bring it up, but I did this time.
I do like that we've cultivated our community to go more towards Rumble.
Yeah.
We still got Phobes and M. Gabriel and Recon Jake and Kamikaze holding it down and over there in YouTube.
and
CC.
Stoner.
Holy shit, I haven't seen CC in forever. Good to see you, buddy. Tippy Liberty. Trippy Liberty.
I was gonna say about that. Oh, are you? You're not a partner at Rumble, but Cool Frog said he was going to try, right? Or is
I guess you call it their partner program. He got selected for the $500 a month thing.
Nice.
So he has to Cool Frog. So he's got the 50 to 500 subscribers. He does 5 2-hours, and that's a part of the deal. Is you got to do
a regular
5 2-hour, a minimum of 5 2-hour streams, and he gets paid $500 a month, which $500, man, that's awesome.
I know, that is awesome. That's a lot of commitment, though. 5 a week. Hey, Carmelise.
I think Carmelise is Phobes. over on
Yeah,
YouTube.
it's the same picture.
It is the same thing. That's what I deduced too. Man, you were smart
I'm really smart.
and beautiful.
Everyone, there's always 3 thumbs down. So that's just how it goes now.
Oh, you getting the consistent. You did get 3 thumbs down. I'm gonna give this a thumbs down too. Now you got 4.
Paul.
Now it's so I'm like it's either 3 separate people or someone with 3 accounts that does it on every single one.
I switched it. Everybody, I switched it.
I know it's fine. I'm fine with people having an honest opinion with me. They
Yeah.
don't have to like me.
If you come to watch because you love us, or you come to watch because you hate us, I don't mind either way.
Yeah,
Still get the view.
Yep.
it's all good. But everybody who is here who does like me, please vote.
Send
Okay.
Bobs. Yeah, vote. That's what we meant. Vote.
The up fingers. Maybe one day I'll take the podcast more seriously too. But I think I
7
can get
3 to 5 hour shows.
Yeah, he was already doing a lot. 7 3 to 5 hour shows. I don't know. I could do like 2 or 3 a week, or being on other people's ones is easy too. But
If
Yeah.
if I was independently wealthy, like Paul wins the lottery tomorrow, I'm gonna invest properly and then I'll stream regularly. I'll do it.
yeah,
I'll become fearless then.
yeah. Well, I mean, like Revenge of the Sith guys, they got it all figured out. That's great.
That's
you know?
but that's their full time job.
Yeah, it is their full-time job.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night. My big thing is like to do a show, and I know we're not like the most professional show in the world, but I do have a level of quality that I want to put out with my name on it. And in order
Right.
to put that level of quality out right now, I couldn't do more than 1 show a week.
Yeah,
We tried branching off on a lot of stuff, but it burned me out.
no, because you'd want to do an intro and all that stuff, and that's a lot of work. I was thinking I should just learn how to do that stuff, though. Maybe I'll ask for Christmas. I'll ask for editing, whatever program, and teach me.
Don't do what I did. Get Adobe Premiere. Buy
That's
the
the best
hardest to use. It's the best one. It's the hardest to use. But if you're going to learn on an editing software, learn on the best.
Well,
Because
yeah,
no matter what
if I get
software
someone
you're
else
gonna
to
get-
pay for it, I will get the best stuff. Duh.
And if you're strapped for money, DaVinci Resolve is free.
Okay.
Yeah, I use movie studio subscription based model. However, I wish I would have just fucking gone with Adobe Premiere.
I hate subscription-based models so goddamn much.
That was the thing that shied me away from Adobe. But looking back on it now, it's like fuck, you could do a lot more with Adobe. And
Yeah.
I've just spent my time learning how to use Movie Studio. So once you get that knowledge base, it's like I don't want to give it up.
I'm hoping I can get my hands on some Adderall this coming year and just be a little bit more productive. Just a little productive.
You got a lot going on.
Well, I did. Now I'm like, oh yeah.
Is it literally like back to pre-campaign, pre-running? Like, did you go from 60 to 0?
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, I'm still doing my behind the scenes politicking and like, working on the upcoming thing. And then I'm going to start doing more with the Arvada stuff. That's another thing I will end up doing, probably one extra stream a month, maybe not live, but at least just to go over the meetings I want for like local people. So I have to add that in, and then with the legislative session though, going down there, and now that I get noticed and stuff, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. So excited. And they act like freaking crazy people down there. So there's like nothing I can do. Like I could go crazy, but I'm not gonna I don't want to go crazy, right? But there's things I can push my boundaries pretty far because these people are fucking theater kids who don't know what they're doing, and it's fine. So yeah, I'm excited for that because they're just gonna try and push through so much. They're pushing through funding in Colorado alone. They're pushing through funding, basically for all World Economic Forum shit, like blank checks for a study. So whenever they try to vote for a study, anytime there's a study, that is called a blank check. A study is a blank check for whatever bureaucracy is getting that money to just keep getting money. Anytime they try to do that, but they're doing all these studies on eating bugs. And then certain endangered animals are going to try and make it harder for cattle ranchers. They're going to just like invent that there's this animal that's endangered now, so now they can't run the cattle on that property anymore. They're gonna try and pull shit like that. So it's like, it's just, they just don't want to stop. They just won't stop.
Surprisingly, the power is never enough.
No, and I'm just pretty focused on my local. Like I'm not going to national for LP, and I don't want to. Like I can't. I don't pay attention to much of that shit. Like I really am. There's so much to pay attention to right here. That's what I'm paying attention to. So it's. And
I saw Hannah was running for vice chair.
Yeah, she'll probably get it. Would be my guess. So that'll be cool.
Of all the libertarians, I hate her. Not at all. Like I love Hannah. Like I love you. I love Hannah. The party itself,
Oh yeah, I hate the parties. That's what I say. I'm like, I don't even care about the national. Like, I like the ones in Colorado. I like LP Colorado because we're a group of actually people doing something. We're actually using the party to like do shit. Which, like, why the fuck would you keep a party going for 50 fucking years and not do anything with it? Like, literally, the only reason you have a party is to run candidates and do activism. And they're like, no, we're just gonna worry about running this little party, and that's that. Not do anything with it. So. We're doing shit. It feels better. It's fun too. It's like
way into a quick message. People, pay attention to your local politics. That shit affects you more than federal ever will, unless we get into a nuclear war, in which case we're all fucked regardless. But no, pay attention to your council, your city council people, your mayors, sheriffs, your governors, your state legislatures. All of that shit is what matters.
No. No, like overall, I don't believe the political process will work. But I have all sorts of strategies I can do, and this is just one of them that I'm doing because
I think it's more effective on the local level.
Yeah,
I've been
national. Just fuck nationally at this point.
Absolutely. In the wake of Napoleon being released, I've been reading again and researching a lot on the French Revolution. I'm like, man, when guillotine invented that bad boy killing machine, I'm just like, God, maybe we should bring some things back.
Right.
Just execute everybody.
I saw Angela McArdle is doing some tar and feathering thing.
I'd rather see her mud wrestle, but that's cool. Tar and feathering cool too. What? Call me sexist. I don't care. I want to see Angela McArdle naked. I said it. There.
See, and this is why I show everybody me naked, because I know half the time people are wondering. So it's like, let's just fucking get it out the way. That's me naked, and now we're done, and now we can move on and be adults and talk about other things.
There's that never we're done and we move on part. That part we seem to bypass consistently with you. Rightfully so, might I add.
I am pretty hot.
Oh, by the way, Hex, I'm not sure if you're aware, Soundwave Spectre, Liberty Squirrel, for anybody who knows him, did get questioned to bring Horn Dog Town USA thread back. Forest Mommy gave him permission, so Hex Peen now is in its rightful home on Forest Mommy's Discord again. And I'm just saying, if you wanted Chris in the chat to give the namesake its proper due, now's the time, my friend.
Yeah.
I think that's part of. I think that's just part of the lore. It's got my name on it, but my dick's not in it.
There is a lot that we could mistake as your dick in that chat, though.
Guess who asked for it back? It was Kenny, I guess. So Squirrel,
no, I think it was Kenny.
The Squirrel was like, "Hey, people are asking for Hex's peen back. Will you guys stop fighting in the chat?" This is why I hate politics. Yeah, no fighting, everybody. Politics is stupid. You either use it or you don't, and or you do a million other things or you don't. Like, it's not something to fight about, in that sense. But yeah, I guess the Squirrel was like, someone's asked, and then when we were on Discord, I was like, Kenny, was it you who was asking to bring it back? And he's like, yeah. And we just busted out laughing.
He asked to bring it back on ours, and then he asked to get rid of it, but the person who actually asked Libertarian Squirrel wasn't Kenny. I'm like 100% sure on that, because I went back once it became up and I went and pulled all the good stuff back out of it. I forgot how much earmuffs. Funny. posted on your Discord.
We already discussed Bunny.
Yeah.
We're happy for us. Well, I'm happy for the situation because it's not somebody. As long
Oh,
as it's,
does she got a boyfriend?
yeah. Do you know who Dianexus is? He makes the mags. He does the like laser stuff on mags.
I do not know who he is.
He's
I didn't know
a-
she had
he's
a
a-
boyfriend. Sad
Well,
to all
they
the single
just met
homies
in
out there.
person. They just met in person for the first time, but he's Mexican, she's Mexican, so you know.
It kind of works out.
So
Sorry, brother.
it's cute. It's like a power
You were
couple.
always the horse I was betting on.
What?
I said Hex was always the horse I was betting on.
Well, yeah.
I mean, besides myself, of course. But I wasn't proactively trying.
Right. You weren't trying at all. That I know.
Good for the Mexicans. Things have been going aces for those people the last couple decades.
She is a big booty Latina girl too, so it's like perfect.
What's awkward? What's the fight? What am I missing in chat? If Darth is making fun of you in chat, don't worry about it. That's his way of saying I like you. I don't know what's going on though.
It's all good.
Recon Jake. I love that name, Recon Jake.
That was a good one. Oh, does you go to work tomorrow?
I am once again back in the land of the employed starting tomorrow morning.
Nice. Are you excited?
And I really enjoyed being unemployed. Yeah, I'm excited for the new job. I really am pumped just to get in and rip the Band-Aid off and start the new thing and run a company. I'll either succeed or I'll run the company into the ground and lose a job. You know, one of the two.
I think you'll do great.
Find out.
Yeah, either way, I'm pulling my retirement from my last job on January 8th, and I'm hoping clear debt and build a house this summer. If the time is there, we'll see. But I'm going to be made in the shade here pretty quick. And honestly, I think now that it's so funny, I had to quit my job to be financially way more freer, but I might be able to retire way sooner now because I could definitely live pretty comfortably for cheap. Like, just get a part-time job. Man, I'll flip burgers at like Hardee's or something. 3 days a week. I think I want to go into that starving artist mode in my life because I've never done that before. Like, I've always been Mr. Responsibility with a real job, like doing important people things. And I got another real job doing important people things, but I'll do it for as long as I can, and then I want to retire by the time I'm like 45.
Sounds good to me.
Godspeed, brother.
All about saving. That's what I've been doing. Just saving money. Living in a camper.
And you're not paying any child support.
Yeah, God bless. I wonder how much Asian child support I would have to pay if I actually did the investigation, dug into it.
I don't know. I feel like they would have came at you now. Do you think, or if they were married, I suppose they wouldn't.
I don't know if I have any kids out there. If I did, I would definitely take care of them, but I don't. At least none that I paid for.
I don't think I do either.
I hope. I know you got around back in the day.
Shit, I wish I was getting around now.
Yours is more of a personal choice of not doing it. I have imagination if you wanted to get laid, it would not be that hard of a fucking task for you.
No, there's always dick appointments. Oh God. Sorry, I'm low energy. It's snowing here though, and it's like
Yeah, it just rained here, I think.
I cannot get over that we are not getting snow this year. And I'm loving every minute of it.
because once it starts, then you know you're gonna be on your little 4-wheeler the whole time, plowing.
Yeah. Oh, and I've never had a snowblower. That's one of the reasons I wanted to buy this one, and just for the backyard. I'm tired of plowing the whole damn property, and I don't want to plow it anymore. And I like the gas because like I have to get the gas tank filled up at least one time throughout the winter. So you've got to keep the path to the gas tank opened up so the truck can get there.
What's up, Barry?
It's gonna be so much easier. What's up, Rabble? Is he still doing his podcast or he quit? Right?
I think he quit.
Yeah, he quit.
You need to change your name. No, just kidding. Because you never quit. You can always come back to it.
Mhm.
That's the thing.
CM Punk's back in WWE. Stranger shit happens. Come back, Eric. I'm
calling.
Damn. Rumble chat sure dropped off there, guys. Oh, Hex, A-Dub says, can I say that? Am I allowed to say that word? Just kidding. It says, never wife a spit.
I just saw that. Oh my god.
Terrible.
I disavow that statement. There are scenarios where it's okay. Funny, one of those scenarios.
I agree. And she's been like, she's worked a bit on her own. So the minute she's dependent, she ain't gonna be an idiot about your money. That's why I'm always like, I understand the trad thing. You don't want a woman to have experience or skills because then she'll be completely reliant on you forever and
I
ever.
like my women dumb.
Women dumb. But also, that can really ruin you financially because then they're like, "Oh, you can just spend this money, and then your credit card bill's all of a sudden fucked." And guess what? Now you're married, so now your credit's fucked. So
F in the A.
he'll turn a heel and come back as a BoomerCon podcast. You could do it just rebrand a million times like all the other older libertarian-esque people. They rebrand every like 6 months to make sure that they gotta keep on top of it.
I do love the whole every libertarian has a podcast thing because I think it's so funny when I'm in conversations like, why don't you just be like another libertarian, start your own fucking podcast? I always like to jump in those conversations and be like, hey, that's mean.
Yeah.
And then I remember I'm not a libertarian and it's okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're clear.
I'm
And
libertarian
the
adjacent.
biggest goal, every like actual libertarian podcast, their like whole thing is like they just want to get Dave Smith on. That's like their goal in life. It's like that.
I would love to get Dave Smith on our podcast, and I would want to talk about zero fucking politics. Like, I love Dave Smith's stand-up comedy. Like, I truly enjoy him as a stand-up comedian. Granted, his comedy does have a lot to do with politics, but
I guess he's some sort of comedian. This is some sort of comedian. This is some sort of comedian.
He who shall not be named.
Did you see that, Paul, where Ben Shapiro wouldn't say Dave Smith's name?
Oh, yeah, I heard something that they had a back and forth. I'm assuming
because Dave had Tucker on, so then Ben was complaining about Dave and Tucker singing. So he was like, "I'm really mad. He said this about Bill Buckley or blah blah blah," and then he was then he just says something like, "And this guy, I guess, is a comedian of some sort."
I love it when Jews fight each other. It's definitely way more entertaining than the alternative.
Then I was laughing too because I'm like, Dave Smith's gate cat people before, so that's just funny to be like fake gate but Ben Shapiro of all freaking people, like
the raging Jew.
Shows how stupid it is. So stupid. Are you a bottom now, Paul?
If I was gay, I don't think I would be a bottom.
Ooh.
But I mean, I'm a kind-hearted person to where it's like I'd be a power top, but I'd feel bad that I'm always the power top. So like once a month for special occasions, I'd probably take it if I was gay, but I'm not.
Well, I hated did her and Jim Norton date? Because I know she was like a comedian or something. Jim Norton, who is now legally married to a trans person.
Oh, really?
Have you been following?
That's why my brother likes Jim Norton so much. My brother and his weird fucking journey down tranny porn. Dubs is trying to get Doug straight on the tranny porn, but I don't think it's working.
You can't. You like what you like. You can't help it sometimes.
Yeah, I'm old-fashioned. I like my women with vaginas. That's just my thing.
I like my women with vaginas as well. I do not like. That was one thing. I had some cross-dresser friends who'd be like, will you make out with me while I'm in dress up? And I'm like, no. A, you're kind of cute as a dude, so maybe as a dude I would. But then, like, they have so much makeup. They wear more makeup than me, and you can smell that, like, the makeup. And then I'm like, no, you're in a costume. Or, like, why would I want to make out? because their whole thing is they want to be like a lesbian. It's like as close to being a lesbian as they can. It's Jesus Christ, people. No judgment, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I don't get the whole I'm a trans lesbian thing. That's always like, it's like, no, you're a straight guy who likes to do drag. Just say it like
Yeah.
that, because
And
Right.
that's like we were okay with the whole you get turned on dressing like a woman thing. Like we've always been okay with this. Like it's weird to some people, but whatever.
first director of
but-
the FBI loved it.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And we had a gay
later.
president back in like the early days.
I think even if you asked him, he probably wouldn't have given you a straight answer, anyways. But
She was his podcast co-host. She started dating Dave, and then she left the cast without saying it. Who are we talking about?
Jim
Dave-
Norton, the one who's married to a troon right now. I don't know if anyone's seen that, but
Well, Jim Norton was like gay at one time in his life, like right.
yeah. So he's just married to this like clout chasing, totally annoying younger trans dude. Where you're just like, and they're just like, and he's making all these Instagram videos. And it's just like, ugh, goofy.
Norton is supportive of prostitution and transgender people.
That's
That's a weird thing to categorize together.
That's a nice little bit of gossip, Hayden. I like it.
Jim Jordan and Sam Roberts announced that he had married Norwegian male to female transgender webcam model named Nikki. See what this trainee's working with.
Looks like just how you would picture, actually, that description.
That is a very Jim Norton thing to do.
Okay, you know what? Let's go fair to Jim Norton here. Let's go fair.
I'm not judging.
Out of all the trannies in the world, she is definitely she whatever you like. I don't know. Don't be offended by what I say because I don't know what I'm saying.
Right.
This one is one of the more passable ones. Like you could tell she's put effort into it. Is that am I saying that correctly? Society, she.
Whatever.
But why don't they get the beans and franks cut off? That's what
Are
I
you
don't
gonna-
understand. Like
Because they're just gay men who like fucking looking like a girl.
if you're gonna do it. Go all the way with it.
Ooh. Oof. Are you gonna pull up the picture?
Oh, you want me to? I mean, I can't. I'm going through all of them right now.
If you want to. Yeah,
Oh, I
but
will.
but because she's has a very online personality, so it's just like goofy. So.
Here's the problem. I can't find
Hey,
like a big picture.
Yetis.
They're all like from Instagram and they're all tiny. Hold on.
What, their dicks?
No, the pictures of
Oh.
them. Hold on. I'm trying to find one that's actually high resolution that I can like zoom in on.
Phobe says agree. Remove your ability to reproduce.
There we go.
And
I
a
got
lot
it.
of times what happens with just regular, so there's always been the crossdresser who comes out later in life when he's like been married for 20 years and has kids and everything. So yeah.
That's passable, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I still wouldn't. And is she wearing an upside down cross?
I don't know if it's upside down or not. I can't tell.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for,
hard.
good for them. May they live a long and happy life.
And it is what it is, you know?
Yep.
No big
Yeah,
deal.
trading porn's weird, huh?
You know what my gripe with it is when I'm looking up a girl on girl, every now and then they'll be like, oh, this, and I'm like, no,
I sneak one into the
specifically
audio.
did not want to see some of these appendages right now. That wasn't the mood I was in.
And as soon as you click on the first one, the algo just keeps fucking
It's
pumping
done.
it to you.
Done. Oh, anyways, tranny porn.
It is amazing that such a small population of the people have such a giant spotlight on them. And that's the fault of both sides. Like, let's just go back to ignoring one another. And nobody gives a fuck about anything.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make ignoring
Hey,
people cool again.
Shannon.
They were talking. Me and Jess talking about that before you came on. Actually,
About what were we talking about?
Who are we ignoring? Talking about ignoring specifically.
Oh, no, just any like all the fucking like Ben Shapiro, like all these
Jews?
people.
Oh, you guys want to ignore Jews? I'm down. Stop talking to all the Jewish people we know.
Only some of them, though.
All right, we'll make a club that excludes the
Jews. And
Jews.
then there's the Jews, you know.
Yeah, and we'll call it the I don't know, the Fourth Reich.
Nah, fuck. Get into it.
I'm kidding to all of our Jewish listeners. I love all you guys.
Yes.
You're
You
all
wouldn't have fucking great pastrami sandwiches without your people. One of the greatest contributions to mankind in general.
And bagels.
Bagels are solid. I have a feeling they culturally appropriated bagels. I bet you if we actually traced it back, that's like more of an Italian thing.
I can see that.
That seems like
Shannon.
bagels seem spaghetti bender to me.
Exactly.
I-
Like Dave
yeah.
Smith, his hat isn't the tiniest of hats. He's just, you mean, Shannon, you mean that this guy who is some comedian. You mean that guy?
Frankly,
Yeah.
I think your impression is absolutely abhorrent about me, and I don't like the way you do it. And frankly, I just think, if you're going to do an impression, at least be more accurate with that. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm like,
I think
I'm
you
not
overplay the
saying-
nasal part of it. It's just, it's just not right. It's whatever.
his voice is so awful. How have people listened to him for years?
I could fall asleep to some Ben Shapiro
Oh
Talking.
my god.
talking about destroying Hamas and the Gaza Strip and are wiping it out the planet. Like, oh, it gets me hard.
Oh my
I'm
god.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm from the river to the sea. I'm back on your team.
Oh, if you say that, then this whole
I fucking crack on both sides of it. This is the biggest I don't give a fuck what you guys do to each other thing. Like, Team Israel's gonna win. Spoiler alert. If they want to go off the chain and fucking wipe out Gaza, they can do it. They're playing the political game of the world where they're trying to make everybody happy so this doesn't branch out into World War III. And you kind of got to respect them for that because they are trying to avoid World War III. But in the same token, they're trying to kill the people who killed their people. It's a shitty scenario.
it's a shitty scenario that I should have no part in. None.
I shouldn't pay for it. I don't want to fight it. I don't want American children dying for it. I don't want American tax dollars going to it. But I support the Jews' right to fight the war.
Take notes in Nimarata, Haley.
She isn't. Did you see Americans for Prosperity endorsed her? I was like, guys.
Who?
There's this group called Americans for Prosperity. It's definitely GOP, but they endorsed, I think it's more Koch brothers kind of stuff. And
Nikki Haley.
and they endorsed her. But the local AFPs, they're cool because they helped me with my campaign and shit. But all this national shit. I endorsed Michael Rectenwald. I don't know if anyone saw that. Also endorsed by the Jew that should not be named. So,
Wait,
no
so
big deal.
who's the person that you're endorsing?
Rectenwald. He'll be the Mises Caucus
Presidential candidate nominee.
Who's the Jew that shall not be named? Is that Dave Smith
Dave
or is
Smith
that
also.
okay? Not Ben. Well, we're talking about Ben Shapiro. We're talking about Dave Smith. There's so many Jews. I don't know which one.
Well,
we're
Ben
talking
Shapiro is who wouldn't. Ben Shapiro refused to name Dave Smith. So.
about. Oh, he didn't say. He wouldn't say his name.
He wouldn't
Yeah,
say his
he's literally
name.
just referring to. He's literally like, well, I guess he's a comedian. He says this about Bill Buckley or whatever.
Yeah.
Bill
he
Buckley,
literally-
wasn't he like a conservative commentator back in the 90s?
He's been on Fox and stuff for a long time.
What? I feel like he was a conservative commentator and then he switched and he became like a diehard lefty, like my dad. He took my
Who,
dad's
Dave?
path. Bill Buckner.
Oh, Bill, but yeah, I don't know the full story of that guy, but it sounds terrible.
What did Dave say about Bill?
Him and Tucker, I guess I didn't listen to the episode, but I guess they kind of talked about how much of a piece of shit he apparently was, and Ben Shapiro was not having that.
Here,
Everybody's a piece of shit at some point in their life.
Yeah.
Here, we can watch it really quick.
I think I've been a piece of shit 3 times today.
I'm a piece of shit sometimes.
We all are. Don't beat yourself up over it. You're at least hot. Imagine having to live this life as a piece of shit.
I'm super fucking hot. Okay.
Ooh, mom's got 3 DMs.
All right, can you guys hear this? Oops.
No.
Simultaneously doing much
Now we can.
like a group on the libertarian right who sound very much like Noam Chomsky on the left, who sound very much like Bernie Sanders on foreign policy. I don't know what to make of that other than they're just wrong. So Nelson,
Oh,
Yes.
Great argument. Great.
With a comedian, and this comedian, I guess, is a libertarian, and Tucker, and he did a show with a comedian, and this comedian, I guess, is a libertarian, and Tucker Carlson was talking with this guy, and this guy started ripping into William F. Buckley, and it led to this kind of odd exchange.
Whatever this atrophy in like the intelligence of the American people, I think it's accelerating. I mean, it's look, and again, just like you said, I'll disclaimer as well. I'm talking about people who I don't necessarily like. Like I view Bill Buckley as one of like the great villains of the 20th century. I think he ruined.
I couldn't agree more.
Yes, but he was clearly very, also CIA, by the way, but he was also a very intelligent guy and witty, and was not speaking down to his audience. And like
again, Tucker's a super talented broadcaster, and I think Tucker's a smart guy. I'm just wondering why. Like, I would love for him to explicate why he thinks Bill Buckley.
Did you want to watch the rest of it?
Yeah, we can.
I don't understand why somebody doesn't agree with me, because if you don't agree with me, you're absolutely
was
wrong.
one of the worst forces of the 20th century. That'd be good to know. I mean, Bill Buckley was the most prominent conservative of the 20th century. Now, Tucker may not like National Review right now. He certainly liked writing from back in the day.
Of the 20th century?
Oh, okay. Because you say so.
Sometimes, but he may not like them right now. That's fine. He doesn't have to agree with the editors over at National Review. I'm just wondering why Buckley? Why Buckley? Because what Buckley was mostly famous for was forging the famous three-legged stool of conservatism. Social conservatism, which I assume Tucker agrees with. In fact, I know Tucker agrees with it. Fiscal conservatism, which is about free markets, where Tucker's pretty dicey, and foreign policy, where Buckley's position was a sort of realist anti-Soviet position. Which parts does Tucker disagree with? I'd be very curious to know. Because from the libertarian right, the disagreement with Buckley is on social conservatism, where Tucker, I believe, agrees with Buckley, and on foreign policy, which is largely, again, the sort of America is to blame for every war that has ever been happening on planet Earth position since World War II, maybe including World War II. So, I'd just be curious to know where Tucker is on this sort of stuff. Actually, it's unclear at this point.
How could you say something that I disagree with to start with?
He makes millions of dollars to talk to people every day. We make tens of dollars to talk to people every month. There's no justice in this world.
There is no justice, but I think he uses that trickery.
You know, that's what's crazy. Like, I know I could totally lie about who I am as a person and go super ultra right wing and get into that commentary space and just lie my ass off and make money. Or I could go the opposite route and like pretend I'm transgender and go the super leftist commentator route and make fucking money. It's like the people in the middle, we're all the same. We're all just like, I don't want to be a part of this. It's funny.
Stupid.
I would just like to make money, like doing this. Like I want to do it.
Yeah, it's goofy. No, it's over an hour. I don't know if you guys wanted to keep going or not, but I'm glad you hear it. He's like, but he knew his fucking name. Like, why? Who? And then I'm like, did Ben decide to do that, or did he get the higher ups?
One other thing I did notice was that I think the Twitter account, whoever runs the Twitter account for the Blaze, they posted that same clip or a different one. They also just referred to Dave Smith as a comedian.
I mean, okay, we have to be serious about the situation. We live now in a world where once you go on Joe Rogan, it doesn't matter if you're a political figure or a beekeeper from Iowa. Once you go on Joe Rogan, everybody kind of knows who you are. Dave Smith's been on Joe Rogan like 5 fucking times. I think 5 individual times, and I know he's been on as a Legion of Skank at least twice. Like, Ben, you know who Dave Smith is. Just say his fucking name. Like, just call him Dave. He calls you Ben. Yeah.
I know.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Yeah, it's goofy.
I don't know. I think society is going really well. I see nothing but hopes and dreams for our future. Nothing bad's going to go happen. It's all going to work itself out, guys. You're all overreacting.
It's all true.
Or, I mean, it doesn't. And we are embroiled in World War III. And famine, poverty, war. Man, that almost sounds kind of biblical, doesn't it?
I was just thinking that.
We're all gonna be up Schitt's Creek when the Christ is King guys are right, huh? Everybody disappears.
No, I actually asked Jesus into my heart as a child and am baptized. So I think we're gonna hope that that's not something you have to like regularly resubscribe
does
to.
he remain your Lord? Does he remain your Lord and Savior, Jeff? Like, do you believe Christ still to this day died on a cross for your sins?
I believe the story.
That wasn't the question I asked.
I don't know.
Are you trying to lawyer salvation right now? When you're standing in front of St. Peter at the pearly gates, that's not going to go well. Like, I
really believe Jesus is the reason for the season, and I get really into it for Christmas.
So you do like a manger in the front yard?
Not that far.
Oh, okay. So we're really not into the season.
Hey man, someone Shannon mentioned that is Doug at. Did he go to church? Do we know?
I don't fucking know. Wasn't my day to watch him. I was with our boomer parents trying to get them my dad's cell phone's done. Mom's cell phone still an issue. I don't know if Doug went to church. I hope he did. I like that he's exploring religion.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's really sweet.
For those who don't know, I am a Christian. I just a non-denominational, non-practicing. I own a Bible and I read it and I try to live a good life. And when I make fun of other people, it's a fucking joke. I don't hate anybody. Except for the darkies.
Shan. I play dreidel in my closet.
Nah, I'm good with the Jews. I respect the Jews because their whole existence, somebody's been trying to wipe them off the map, and their resilience just fucking keeps them around. Like they just refuse to give up the ghost.
Yeah.
There was one guy that came close.
Just Mr. Mark, homie.
What with the Blitzkrieg? Or like
exactly, Eddie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's up, beauty? Like receiving gifts and giving. Yeah, giggity.
All right. Well, thank you.
Are you okay, Chris?
This was a good stream. Yes, I think that's what we're gonna do. It's like every other week we'll have a guest, and then we'll do this. I'm telling her you said that. I'm gonna say Paul always says your mom jokes about you specifically, mother.
And they're always flattering, might I add.
Oh yeah.
Next time I see your mom, she's gonna be like, "I heard you were making fun of me." I was like, "Yes, I said you were a good stream." And she's gonna be like, "I don't even know what that means," and I'm gonna be like, "It's a positive. Can I have more mashed potatoes, please?"
Another sloppy Joe, please.
I love your mom. Your mom is
next July, Green Bay. If anyone wants to come to Creed, we might as well just plan to do it. I'll just figure.
I don't know if you know this. I'm unemployed in between jobs right now, but once I get stabilized, I'll get us all tickets.
Yeah, and you don't have to. No, you don't have to buy all the tickets.
Well, I'll buy them in if you want to pay me back, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll just do that so they're all bought together. But
this is how I get my camera to clear up and refocus. I hope this is socially acceptable.
Oh boy. You are so getting a strike, Jeff.
Phobes is never watching ever
again. This poor Joyce. I think it's the lighting. I think I gotta turn the lights up. Let's see if that works. Now let's do it. Focus.
Shannon. What the hell?
Repeating and see. Shannon, you were gonna do that regardless.
Goofballs.
I can't wait till Friday night hit and she's like, she texts us.
She's gonna cancel on me again.
I can't come to her. I'm so sorry. The kids have gone for her, please.
I heard you say that last night. It was hilarious.
And I got touched the measles. Yeah, it was probably me. I'm just kidding. I love Shannon too. Of course, sort of.
All right. You guys have any plugs, Hex? You got anything coming down the pike?
Yeah, I got some music coming down the pipe. Links are in the description. All you regular, every regular, you all know what's up. Just stay tuned.
Plugs. Sibling Reverie every Saturday night. Come watch me and my retarded brother do retarded things with retarded people. It's a good time. We go through the movies and news. I'm thinking about starting a Boots and Bandit stream where it's literally just going to be you get to watch Boots and Bandit in their fucking crib habitat for 8 hours a day. I think it would get over.
Yeah.
It's like that Chicken City thing at Tim Pool's, but with golden retrievers.
I'd watch.
He's got more tech than me. Like, I don't have the, if you donate, you can get treats, give the dogs treats, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure that out. You know, you're smart. Yeah, R.I.P. Bozo for Kissinger. And
Oh yeah, I forgot he did die.
What? What happened? Who?
Kissinger.
Henry Kissinger died?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh man, not Kissinger. No.
Or Hawk is burning in hell.
Huh? What'd you say?
Say hi to Rumsfeld for me, dickhead.
Yeah, see her? She looks so stoked right now. She went, wanna come on?
All right. Thanks everyone who tuned in today. See you next week with a guest of some sort, hopefully. Yeah, love everyone. Have a good week. And
So out of focus.